Live from Dandenong Market, the big backyard, on 3AW 693.
Look who's wandered in, Jane. It's the Mayor of Dandenong.
And he looks like a mayor because he's dressed in a black suit.
You
look very
look like a
smart.
mayor.
Yeah,
I
you
try
do.
to look like a mayor.
Yeah, if you wanted to look like a mayor, you'd want to look like Sean, wouldn't you?
Well, you would.
you.
Sean
Yeah.
O'Reilly, how are you?
Sean O'Reilly.
I'm great, thanks.
Yeah. Why have you suited up on a Sunday morning? Because you're the mayor.
Well, as you've said, people expect the mayor to look like a mayor,
mayor.
so that's what I do, even on a bright Sunday morning like this.
Good to have the neon pig back.
Yes, it is, yeah, and we've just got that on the $1.40 stamp, so it'll be going all across the world, we'd expect,
Wow.
pretty soon.
That's
Well, it's an
good news.
iconic thing for Dandenong, isn't it? The
Most-
market in particular.
Most definitely, yeah. It's and that's why we're celebrating it here, to celebrate part of the history of the market.
Yes. Now, the Dandenong Market is close to the Dandenong Plaza, isn't it called?
That's right. So we've got Dandenong Plaza, and what Council has been doing in partnership with the state government is revitalising the centre of Dandenong to make it an attractive central business district to come and visit. So we've got all your food, your restaurants, your new offices opening up there, and council and state government have made a huge investment, and we're reaping the rewards of that now.
Yeah. What about the high-rise factor? I know in Box Hill there's been approval for multi-storey,
Yes.
5-star hotel and
Yep.
offices. We've got the tax building on the go. We're
That-
sort of rivaling Dandenong in the sort of satellite city area, aren't we?
That's right. Well,
Yeah.
it's always competitive, and that's why we've got to be on the ball, on the game, as far as attracting residential development in the centre. So where the transport is, that's where you want higher density housing.
Yeah.
Council's got a policy around that to encourage that, right to revitalise the centre. It's all about people, getting people in there.
Yeah.
I did a walk some time ago. It was a good thing. I came out to Dandenong and we did a walk for a couple of hours and ended up in a lovely restaurant. And you got to see and taste and look at all the different ethnic cultures that are here in Dandenong. How many are there? Squillions.
Well, I'm always discovering new things myself as mayor. I mean, being Australia's most multicultural area here, you can just go around the corner and discover something new. We've got residents from over 150 cultural backgrounds here, and they all bring their skills, their expertise, their knowledge about food and different ways to prepare it and cook it, and that's what we love in Greater Dandenong.
Now, Sean, Mayor of Dandenong, are you a Dandenong boy born and bred?
No, I'm living in Springvale, so Greater Dandenong covers, our main activity centres are Dandenong, Noble Park, Keysborough and Springvale.
Oh, it's a big
So
area.
We stretch right down to Westall Road.
So Garden World would be in your jurisdiction.
So it is, yeah.
Is
'cause
that right?
James Waller's here. He wants an approval for a multi-storey
Multi-storey.
office block on top of Garden World, if that's okay.
Okay, well, let me
we fix
try and get back to you on that one.
All right, no
Oh,
worries.
there's
Okay.
a put-off answer if ever there was, Sean.
Yeah, good to see you. Now,
nice to see you.
how often does the council meet?
Our council meets, our public meetings are every second week, so every fortnight, but we discuss things in between that as a group of councillors and with the officers, and there's quite a few policies we have to go through in
Is it
detail.
a time-consuming job to be on the council? I often think those councillors who time and time again, year after year, are on the council, and you think that's a very, good on them. They need an elephant stamp.
Well, it all depends on how the individual councillor manages their time themselves. Many of them still have to have a full-time job, so they've got to work it in with that. But each person sort of manages their time. It's critical that you work in how much time you spend going to community events and speaking with residents, and then thinking about the different policies that the council's putting out. So it is quite a thing to juggle it all, quite a skill, but it's something that councillors learn, and in Greater Dandenong we do it quite well.
Good to see you, Mayor. Do you have to change for the really formal occasions? Do you chain up and robe up?
Most definitely. Well, we've got in Greater Dandenong, we've got quite an ornate chain that's been gone back to the old Springvale and Dandenong councils, which were what we amalgamated from. So I wear that on official occasions. I wear it quite a bit when I go to schools, because the students really like to see the robe and chain all dressed up. So
The paraphernalia of power, that's what
yes.
it is.
Yeah.
Yes. It's all as you're going back. It's always good to look like a mayor if you are the mayor.
If you are the mayor, look like a mayor. If you're not a footballer, at least try and look like one, my coach used to say.
Oh, what, and don't have your hair in a bun, you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, and pull your socks up. Not you, Mayor. I'm talking to everyone in general. Nice to see you. How will you spend the rest of the day?
Well, today because there's a number of things that go on in Greater Dandenong. I'm going down to Shepley Oval. We've got a program to encourage young people to get involved in cricket. So I'll be doing a photo and launching that. We've also got the blessing of the Wheeler Auditorium and College Gymnasium in Noble Park North at Nazareth College. So I'll be going to that at 2 p.m. And then 4 p.m. we've got the Springvale Lantern Festival hosted by the Vietnamese community in Springvale South. And in between that, try and catch up on emails and phone calls.
And,
Wow,
and
you
go
are a
and
busy
visit the vegetable people here at the Dandenong Market.
Straight after this, I'll be
Yes.
shooting across, grabbing my basket, going
Yep.
for the green fresh vegetables,
Beautiful.
all the different fresh foods you can get, and take it home, cook
Fantastic to see
Good
you.
stuff.
Good to see you.
Oh, just one more thing too. I picked up a parking ticket 2 months ago. Just fix that up for us, will you? Good on you.
it up.
Thanks,
Okay,
Mayor. No worries.
we'll see how we go.
That is Mayor of Greater Dandenong, Sean O'Reilly, on 3AW at 7 to 9.
30 years after